and everybody can get a clear understanding of what we're
I need to
doing.
head out. My
Thank you.
parking is. So maybe I'll see you on Saturday. Red shirt, right? Yeah. Okay. Nancy. Think of like Nancy Drew or Fancy Nancy.
Thanks,
Okay.
beautiful people. It's so nice to see all of you here today. Believe me, every one of us matters. We will create a rising tide on this planet. It starts small, but it will grow. When you stand for what is right, it will, that will spread. That will spread, guys. Have faith. It's that glass half full philosophy. Sorry, I know I'm not reading the mission statement, I'm just expressing my own thoughts. As a fellow Canadian, we are that glass half full. We are the glass half full people. We focus on the power of the people, on the strength, on our own inner strength, on our own inner power. We are focused on what is right, and we will prevail. Truth and justice and love always win, guys. We are standing for a just cause. And these oppressors will eventually go away, hopefully sooner rather than later. And it takes a growing number of people. We need that critical mass, and I have faith that we will reach it sooner rather than later. We have to stand strong, guys. Stand strong. All right. So now, thank you very much, Kelly, for giving me the opportunity to read the mission for this beautiful group that got created, guys. It's called Fearless Ontario. Fearless Ontario is a network of independent, non-partisan, concerned citizens who want to fight to preserve our civil liberties and democracy. We are small business owners, moms and dads, students, seniors, and workers of all varieties. Our mission is to provide a rallying cry and organize the silent majority that the media and politicians want to shame into silence. The lockdown must be ended, our parliament must resume, and our civil liberties must be restored. Join us by adding your voice to our network. Find out about rallies happening near you and how you can help us end the state of emergency. Help us band together to have our voices heard. Reopen the economy. Stop government by decree. Return our democracy and our rights now!
End the lockdown! End the lockdown!
And of course, without further ado, I'd like to re-invite Chris Skye up to the microphone.
I just wanted to end off today with a little message about solidarity, unity, and community. Everything that's happening to us right now is only possible because the government is using every dark trick at their disposal to belittle people, to make them ignorant, to make them afraid, and above all, to divide us. Everything they are doing is about division. Why? Because they know what they've done has pissed off and subjugated more different factions of Canadians than anything else they've ever done in the history of our country.
Yep.
And their number one fear is everybody coming together and realizing what they're doing isn't right, and we got to stand together to fight it. So we have the mainstream media. Yeah, you guys are here. You're not filming me right now. But you like to characterize our protests on Saturday as racist, far white,
Disgusting.
all these ridiculous things.
Ridiculous.
We are representing all of Canada. We have every ethnicity,
That's right.
race, gender,
Age.
We have children to seniors.
That's
We
right.
have business owners, concerned parents, and people simply concerned with the progression of tyranny and the removal of their rights. We've seen terrorist organizations, and I will call it a terrorist organization,
Yep.
like Antifa, trying to incite groups like Black Lives Matter, trying to divide Canada through false racism. There's no racism on a community level. Yes, there are single people here and there in every group that have racist beliefs or prejudiced beliefs. But in Canada, we are one of the most diverse and accepting countries in the entire world. That is not a debate, that is a fact. So these mischaracterizations by the media are not only disingenuous, but they have very sinister intent. And that intent, once again, is division through ignorance, fear, and straight up lies, as we've been seeing. We're here today to let everybody know that our message is for all Canadians. It doesn't matter which country you're originally from. If you are a Canadian citizen, a Canadian resident, you are a Canadian. And we stand together. We are in this together.
Yes.
Not the ones making the decisions for us that aren't missing a paycheck, that aren't suffering,
That's right.
that aren't even following their own rules. No, it's us. We are in this together. And their only option available is to try to prevent division and fighting amongst ourselves. As we saw with those obvious provocateurs screaming and yelling before that we got rid of. But I just want to acknowledge that, and I want to call out the media.
They left, actually.
For
It's
their
okay.
insinuations of racism that they know are completely
Shame
false.
on the media. Shame on them.
And we're not going to
Lies.
anymore. I would love to meet with the leaders of Black Lives Matter. I would love to talk to them about government accountability. I would love to talk to them about ending the lockdown. I'm sure many of them have businesses that have failed. Many of them have people that have lost jobs. We are not going to make this about racism. There is no racism in our group. Our group is about what's best for Canada and Canadians. That's all I want to say.
Fantastic, Chris.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now, once again, I did open up this session of speakers with a little bit of information about myself, so I'm just going to return to that. I am Canadian. My father is a white man with a black man's afro. My mother is Cree, First Nations Cree, and I have white skin. I do represent what Canada is about, as well as everybody else. There is no racism. The racist, systematic problems that exist in our country are on policy. That's where they exist. They don't exist within our people. Canada is known for not being racist.
That's
we are known
right.
for loving one another.
That's right.
We are known for learning and understanding the value in our differences, because that is how we evolve. And that is why we once were the country most revered out of the entire world.
That's right.
We set an example of democracy. It didn't matter where you went. If you were Canadian, you were accepted, loved, and welcomed with open arms. That is
right.
what Canada is. That is who we are, and that is what we are going to return to.
Woo! Yes. Yes. Yes.
So and on Saturday, I would like to say this with the march that happened with Black Lives, we were standing here with open arms in full support, hoping to welcome them. So we were really disappointed to find out they changed their mind in showing up here, because there was hundreds of us sitting here waiting and willing to join in the cause and show 100% solidarity. And I just wanted to make that very, very clear.
Thank you.
So I'd like to thank everybody for being here once again today. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll return shortly thereafter. That way we can